It's surprising how many people in the US don't really understand what a king is or why the president's powers are so different. Some think they're the same, but the truth? They couldn't be more opposite. Take kings, for example. These aren't just characters from fairy tales. The king rules for life, often inheriting power from their family, with no real limits on what they can do. History shows us how dangerous that can be, one person making all the decisions, with no one to say no. That's exactly why America's founders wanted nothing to do with it. Now compare that to the US president. Unlike a king, the president doesn't get unchecked power. The Constitution gives them authority, sure, like leading the military or negotiating treaties, but it also splits power between Congress, the courts, and the states. Think of it like a game where no single player can change the rules alone. It's not an accident, it's by design. But here's where things get confusing. Some people act like the president can just do whatever they want, ignoring laws or sidestepping Congress. That's not how it works. If a president tries to overstep, say by spending money without approval or punishing critics, the courts can step in. That's not a flaw in the system. It's what keeps the country from sliding into something darker. So why does this matter for everyday Americans? Because these rules aren't just paperwork. They're what stand between us and chaos. A king could drag the country into war overnight. A president needs Congress to agree. A king could silence anyone who disagrees. The First Amendment stops a president from doing that. These limits aren't there to make things harder. They're there to protect us. Ever heard someone say, the president should just ignore the rules and get things done? Ask yourself, would we accept that from a king? If the answer makes you pause, you're starting to see why this system matters. What's one power you think the president should or shouldn't have? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if this made you think, share it with someone who might need to hear it. Thanks for reading, and as always, stay curious. Dr. San Jose.